guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Batman issue 18, which is definitely a big issue for this week, because this is definitely the aftermath of Robin. Next to Batman and Robin. But, Scott Snyder's point of view of Damian's death. But, before I talk about this issue, let's give you guys a little update. I have 2 reviews on Dark Avenger Inc. that I usually do on Comic Uno, which are Wolverine and X-Men issue 26, and Ultimate Comics X-Men issue 24. So if you want to go check out those reviews, just go in the description below and there'll be a link for Dark Avenger Inc. And go check out those reviews. And guys, you can subscribe to the channel also, because it'll be in your feed. I do reviews on Dark Avenger Inc. every week if you haven't seen the trend with my updates. And also, you'll get other videos. So either subscribe, go check out the channel, and go check out those reviews. But also have another update. I won't be able to do comic reviews next week. I'm just going to be really busy. I'm not going to be able to do it. I will have comic reviews again, next week and the week after and the week after that. But I'm just not going to be able to do them, the upcoming week. But I will have my Arrow review on Wednesday. I definitely will have a review for that. Walking Dead, I'm still debating, so you guys are going to have to help me debate on that. If enough people say, oh yeah, I want the Walking Dead review, even though it's late, I will have it up. It will either be later in night or it will be on Monday for the Walking Dead review. But I will have 2 videos, hopefully, if you guys say about the Walking Dead, and depending what you guys say, I'll have 2 videos next week, just not any comic reviews. But if you guys want my opinion on the comics, you could PM me on YouTube, or maybe leave a comment, or go on my Twitter. You could just ask, oh, what did you think about this issue? Did you pick up this issue? Is it worth picking up this issue? You can ask me, because I will read the comics, probably on the Thursday, actually. So I probably will read I'm definitely going to read the comics, but I'm not going to be able to review the comics next week. But I will be back in a trend of doing my reviews constantly, consistently like I always do after that. Just want to give you guys that little update, that way you know why I didn't have reviews next week. But let's talk about Batman issue 18. Cover is awesome. We get to see the boots of Robin and Robin on top of it, Robin. So we get to see it's definitely going to be an aftermath issue of Robin, which it really is in this issue. And let's see what happened. This is part of the Requiem aftermath Robin story. And let's see Scott Snyder's point of view of Robin's death. With this issue, we actually get to see a lot of Harper Row, which I don't know much about the character. It's actually the first time I'm seeing her. I've heard a lot about her character, but I have not read anything of her character. And everyone's predicting that she's going to be the next Robin. I think with this issue, the prediction is pretty much set in stone that she's going to be the next Robin. Or at least some sort of Bat family hero. Maybe someone else will be the Robin, but I feel like that wouldn't make sense. So I have a feeling she will be the next Robin again, or maybe some Bat family hero. If she becomes a spoiler, then I'll be a little pissed though. So that's one thing I think people should avoid with that. Then I'll be a little pissed if they call her spoiler. But other than that, I'd be happy for her to be in the Bat family. We get to see in the beginning of this issue, though, that Harper Row's visiting her dad, who's in prison. Not Arkham Asylum, but like a step lower. It's kind of a sucky prison. And the son is trying to talk, because the son wanted to go there, but the dad's being rude to him. And Harper Row's like, why are we even here? So she leaves. The dad's a jerk to them. The mother died, so they live in this motel, but Bruce Wayne's helping build a complex for them to live in, so they're going to live there. But she doesn't know the connection between Bruce Wayne and Batman. So she's seeing that Batman's been really angry for the couple of 5 days, and Batman's becoming weaker because of this, because he's angry. You can see his emotions are controlling him with how he fights, and he hasn't slept in days. He's fighting during the day, and I think I explained this in my Batman and Robin review, is that the reason he is doing this all is that he forgets about Damian for a while. He needs to keep himself in work, and even in my Batgirl review, I said that's what Batgirl is kind of doing also, is that she tried to think of her work as Batgirl and tried to ignore the fact that Damian died. And I think it holds true in this also, is that Batman's trying to fight, though he doesn't think about Damian, but really he needs to just break down like he did in the end of the Batman and Robin issue, though he just breaks down and just lets it all out. And he even says in the end of this issue, when he talks to Harper Row, he says, I'm going to take a sleep. I'm going to go to sleep. I've been up for 5 days. I think that's what I need to really heal. And that's what he kind of does need. So we get to see Harper Row. She does help Batman, but Batman's angry. He doesn't want the same thing to happen to another young person like Harper Row, like what happened to Damien, and that's what Harper Row's like making him think of. He's like, I don't want you to die, just go home. And you can see that his emotion in this issue. But Harper Row does help and say, you know what, you have to resolve all this, and that's the only thing you're going to do, and that's the end, actually. Resolve is the one word that's going to keep you through all this. So, we get to see the connection between Harper Row and Batman, and it's a really cool issue. I'm not totally sold on Harper Row right now, but I see why people like her, and I think I'm interested in the character. I think she could be an interesting Robin. I still want Stephanie Brown to come back, and that would be like the only way for her to come back. But I do see Harper Row becoming a Robin, and I think she's a really different type of character. I really liked her in this issue. So I want to see what happens. I definitely think she's a candidate for being Robin, definitely, and I think she's the most likely candidate to become Robin. So it should be interesting. I think it kind of seals the deal in this issue, I would say. It doesn't say, oh, you're going to be Robin, but it seems like that relationship's going to happen. This is always how it starts, that someone's going to become Robin. So I see it happening. Or again, some other Bat Family hero. So it's a really good issue. I think it really hits on the nail, the whole Robin death. I think the one problem I had with this issue, really, what I've said with all my other Batman Requiem issues I did this week, reviews, it's kind of sad that they're not mentioning about Damien. I hope they have a funeral where we can actually talk, is like, this is what Damien did. Maybe that's why a lot of people think that he's not really dead, but I feel bad they're not really thinking he's like, oh, this is how much he grew, you know, he was such a good son. Like, they don't talk about him. And it is Damien's, they're more focusing on the effects of Damien's death more than who Damien was, which is kind of sad. I want to see at least one issue where we get to see who was Damien, and I really hope we see that in the future with at least one of the Bat titles. So we'll have to see, though. It's still a really good issue. It's actually my pick of the week. I was really debating between Batgirl and Batman, though, because both of them were really good with the whole Robin death, and both of them were really good stories. So I did pick Batman for my pick of the week. I think this handled a little bit better, like an inch better with the Robin death, and I think it was a little bit more emotional. And it took me a while to debate, though. But Batman is my pick of the week, and it's a really good issue. I give it 4.5 stars. Again, I wish we got to learn a little bit more about, not learn about Damien, but talk about Damien a little. But still a really good issue, and I'm excited to see what happens with Harper Row's character, and I'm sure we'll see more of her. But tell me in the comments below what you thought about this issue. Did you think it was really good? And definitely pick it up, because it is my pick of the week. I give it 4.5 stars, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.